Hi guys! Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. So guys, I think it's been a long while since I talked about they do on this channel. So that is what I decided we're going to talk about today. So today I'm going to be talking about sexual compatibility, and I will be sharing with you my thoughts on it. You don't have to agree. If you have your own thoughts, please drop in the comment section, because having this conversation with many people, I always hear so many different points of view, and I'm always like, okay, we really don't think the same, right? People really do not think the same. But yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about. I'll be talking about they do, what I think about sexual compatibility, what I feel are the factors when it comes to sexual compatibility. In fact, what I think is sexual compatibility. So if you like to see all that, just keep watching. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kenna and I'm a Cameroonian content creator. I create content about my beautiful country Cameroon. I also talk about hot topics, trending topics, and has sex ever not been a trending topic? Sex has always been a trending topic, so obviously that's why I'm talking about sex today. So like I said in the intro, we're going to be talking about the do, just basically sexual compatibility. And for me, when I hear sexual compatibility, this is what I think of. I can define sexual compatibility to me. Keep listening. I'm talking about to me. I'm not talking about the general. This is what I have in mind when I hear sexual compatibility. It could be the general view, it could not be, but this is what I think. When I hear sexual compatibility, I feel like it's all about how you and your partner balance, how you and your partner understand each other. Are you both satisfied? Are you both enjoying the act? That is what I think. I hear a lot of people say things like, if you're bad in bed, you're bad in bed. I'm one of those people who does not believe that if you are good sexually, you cannot be good. Like, once bad, always bad. Just take him, throw him away, or don't have sex with that person anymore, because the person will never change. I believe sex is mostly a huge part of sex is about communication. And if you want to satisfy your partner, if you want to be compatible with your partner, you can make it work. It depends. So there are certain situations where I feel like it might not be sexually compatible, but I feel if you want it to work with your partner, you definitely can make it work. As I'm talking and going, yeah, you guys are going to get my points, because I see a lot of people saying things like, oh, I want to get married. Before I get married, I have to test the soup. Do you want me to get married to somebody who doesn't know how to do? Do you want me to be with somebody who doesn't know how to make love to me? It's just going to stress me for the rest of my life. But I don't believe that. I just believe that people can have bad experiences because they don't know each other, or they don't know what turns each other on. But as time goes on, when you get to talk with people, you get to understand what turns them on, what they like, what they don't like, and all that. A very important part of sex is usually the communication. A lot of people, especially us in Africa, we stress a lot when it comes to talking about sex, because to us in the African society, sex is bad, sex kills, sex is horrible. Don't talk about it. It's a private thing. Don't talk about it. Don't think about it. Which is always really, really funny to me. So since sex is looked upon like this bad thing, a lot of people have shame talking about sex. A lot of people cannot express themselves properly, what they want, how they want it, why they want it. And I'm always like, for me, it's a red flag if you are in a relationship with somebody and you cannot talk about your sexual preferences. You cannot talk about what you like, what you don't like, how you want it, how you don't want it, especially if that person is not pleasing you. That's why for me, to ease the thing, I always say, first of all, have the conversation. When you people have probably dated, or when you have dated and you have gone deep into the dating, you, before doing it, you want to talk about it. It's a conversation you need to have, because there might be certain things that are deal breakers to you. Some people have some weird fantasies that you might not be into, and you might not want to go through with it. So I feel like the talking part of sex is a huge thing when it comes to sexual compatibility. So for me, I'm like, okay, I'm going in there open-minded, but I have to now have conversations with the person I am going to be doing with, just to understand if we are on the same page when it comes to that. So for me, I'm going to give you now my 4 points, 4 things that I look at to see that am I sexually compatible with this person or not. Like I said, we first of all have conversations, right? And in these conversations, these are basically the things that we're going to be talking about. The first thing is similar desires. When I talk about similar desires, I'm just talking about what does sex mean to you. To some people, sex is, I don't know how to explain. To some people, sex is a big deal. Like, sex is a huge deal. So you want to have a conversation like, what is sex to you? Some people, sex is magical. Like, it's that thing that bonds some two people who love each other together to, like, yeah, that's what sex is to some people. And to some people, sex is, it's not all that serious. Sex is just sex. It's just do to some people. So you want to have a conversation with your partner to understand what he thinks of sex and what you think of sex. Is it the same thing? Even if it's not the same thing, there are still other things that you want to look at. What does sex mean to you? How frequent do you want to have sex? Do you want to be having sex after every hour? Do you want to be having sex once a year, once every 5 years? How often do you want to have sex? Also, the duration. That is where compatibility comes in. Like, okay, how frequent do you want to have sex? How long do you want to have sex? I have seen some people who would be like, I'm going for 1 straight hour. And I'm like, no, be chop. Even chop, I will not eat for 1 straight hour. So I'm like, no, please. So that's where you have to have a conversation for you to understand whether you're compatible in that area. It's true that there are some people who don't have any sense, who will be trying to impress you and say, I can go for 100 hours, I can go for 50 hours, I can do this, I can do that, I can do that, I can do this. But you want to have a conversation to understand, okay, the duration. Are you one of those people who likes to do only on the bed? Or you are open to doing it in different places? Are you spontaneous? Are you open to try things in different places? Is that something you can do? Is that something that to you it's not? I feel like these sexual conversations are conversations that we definitely need to have. Because there are so many people out there who are married and they're like, my partner is so stiff, my partner cannot be free, my partner cannot do this, my partner cannot do this. It's because you did not have this conversation. If you had these conversations, you would have known where your partner stood, and you would have known whether it's possible to sway them. You would have known if the person is open to try different things and all that. But because you're like, oh no, I'm a good girl, oh I'm a good guy, and we're not talking about sex, then you people go and meet in the room, and then you're now not satisfied. So that's it. And then also you want to talk about the act. Like, okay, how do you like the act? Are you one of those people who just jumps and bum, 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 bum and leaves? How do you like it? Because for some women, it's more about the foreplay and all that. The penetration at the end is just like, it doesn't really matter. So you want to understand your partner. A lot of women mostly will fall through go towards the foreplay area, but I also know some women who are like, please stop wasting my time. For Guinea, please kiss me once, kiss me twice, I'm ready to go, hump on me, let's do this. But I also know women who need to be lured and kissed, foreplay, the whole thing. And some women, their foreplay doesn't even start only on the bed. It starts, you start telling them what you're going to do. When you come, you give her gifts, you do this one, you massage her before you start. Yeah, so you want to understand how your partner likes the act, what your partner is into after the act. There are certain people who, as they do, they just get up and they go. There are other people who really value cuddling. Are you one of those people who values, oh, what I've done, they do, so now let's sit here, let's cuddle, let's just spend this precious time together? Like, those are the things. And then you also want to talk about your fantasies. Like, what kind of fantasy do you like? I was watching a scary video on TikTok yesterday about a man who had a crazy fantasy of stabbing a woman in her private area. So please ask about their fantasies. All those people who have fantasies like, I want to pee on you, I want to poop on you, I want to, all those crazy fantasies, ask. Though some people might not be honest, but you want to understand whether you're dealing with a normal human being or you're dealing with a mad person. Because some of the fantasies, anyway, let me not judge anybody sexually, but some of the fantasies, if I hear, I run. There are some people who have normal fantasies like, okay, I want to come home and you're wearing my shirt with a red tie and you're doing it, like, you understand. And there are some other fantasies that are like, okay, so when you're having that conversation, you can now figure out, is this person, are we really going to match in that way, or are we not going to match? It's true that you might also meet some people who are inexperienced, but at least then you know that they are open to try. If you see that somebody that is open to try different things and discover what they like and what they don't like, then you are the one to decide then whether you really want to get intimate with this person. And then another thing is also the request for sex. As you want to know whether your partner is the person that, if they want to do, they'll come and meet you, please I'm horny, I want to do, be it girl or boy, or this is mostly for women, like, because we know that we're the ones who are always finding it difficult to come and request for it. So you want to know whether your partner is there. Okay, I want to do, please come and let's be going. Or your partner is there showing she's the one that will be showing you signs. The next like, thing okay, that I feel like it's really important, that plays a huge role in the whole they do process, which I feel like a lot of people always ignore, this is intimacy, like emotional intimacy. It's true that some people who would bang anything, whether they're emotionally attached to the person or not. But I have seen many cases that if this person is not emotionally vulnerable with you, like if this person is not completely open with you, it's difficult for them to open up themselves. So during the act, excuse me, they might be very stiff, they might not be open to do certain things because they don't trust you enough with anything in their lives. They don't trust you with their secrets. They don't trust you enough to open up to you. So that affects the whole thing, because I've seen women who will not express themselves completely while doing the do, because they're like, oh, this guy, I feel like he might go and talk about my ex, he might go and talk about what we're doing, I feel like he might mock at me later, I feel like they don't trust you, so it affects the act. So that's something that you want to deal with. I feel like before even going into that act, you have to be vulnerable with the person. According to me, you have to be vulnerable. You have to at least trust that person. Like giving your body to somebody is a big deal. I don't understand how some people will just go and bang, bang, bang. But I feel like that is also a very important part when it comes to sexual compatibility. Like what I just said, you have to talk about what it means to you. For me, sex is showing this person you love. It's a way of showing somebody that you love them. Showing somebody that, why am I telling people this? But you get it, like it's like a way of showing people someone that you love them, showing someone and showing someone that they are important to you, they mean a lot to you. That is how I see it. So I'm not just going to go around banging every little person I see, because I don't know. So that is know another each other's turn-ons and turn-offs. Because I have seen cases where a woman be like, oh, we were just doing it, and then all of a sudden he just dropped. It might be something that you did. Turn-on and turn-offs are really, really important when it comes to having sex, because in that way it's going to make you people to understand each other well, and you're going to enjoy the act very well. If you do not understand that this thing is a turn-off to this person, you keep doing it. Like there are certain things that I wanted to say the wrong thing, but there are certain things that some people do during sex. And there are certain men or there are certain guys that are really, really stubborn, that will be doing something and you're telling them, I don't like it, it's turning me off, and they don't listen to you. They're like, no, 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 but I like it. Are you mad? Oh my God, do you want to be doing yourself? So it's very important to also understand people's turn-ons and turn-offs, so that in that way you avoid it and you both enjoy the process properly. That is going to ease your compatibility. Yeah, so you also have to know each other's turn-ons and turn-offs. If what you enjoy is the other person's turn off, it simply means you are not compatible. Just leave it, because you always be having a fight about that thing. Because you, who is your turn off, you always be like, I want to touch you here because when I touch you here, it turns me on. And the other person is like, when you touch me there, it irritates me. I don't like it. It makes me not to want to do it. So in that way, you have already understood then that, okay, it simply means that it cannot go. And you let it go. Rather than trying to put yourself in a situation where you fight, like, rather than go through the whole thing and then at the end of the day you discover that, oh my God, this was really not worth it. So yes, guys, that is what I think about sexual compatibility. Do you guys agree with the points I made? And like I said, for me, I'm not one of those people who believes that you cannot teach somebody how to satisfy you. I'm one of those people who believes that 100%. It's just that there are some people who are just like, I don't have the patience. If we try the first time, it does not go, I'm moving on. I'm not going to come and start teaching you how to love me or how to have sex with me and all that. But I do not agree with that. For me, I believe that when you're in a relationship with somebody, when you're getting to know somebody, you are supposed to show them what you like, teach them, let them be able to satisfy you, like you teach them to love you. That is what I think. So I don't believe that there's anybody who is completely bad in bed and can never be good. No, I believe that if the person loves you and the person wants to make you happy, they're definitely going to teach you. They're definitely going to listen to what you like, and you will strike a balance, and you're going to finally satisfy each other, and you're going to be sexually compatible. That is what I think. I don't know if this video made any sense. You guys should let me know what you You guys should let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you feel I'm making sense, or you don't even get my point? You're like, Kenna, what have you been saying things? Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching this one, and I am going to see you on my next one. Okay, guys? Love you. Bye. Mwah.